So the fact is, I've not drawn for over about 100 days, not practice-wise. I've done an odd doodle here and there, but nothing substantial. And I wanted to see how much skill has gone. My techniques, how much I remember, like muscle memory more than memory. And I wanted to go from there. So this drawing is exactly that, trying to get back into it. So I wanted to do something easy. So I just jumped straight into it. Picked out a face, drew it, and it went okay. Apart from a bit of anxiety and just struggling to put the pencil where I want it to go, if that makes sense. It came out reasonably well, and that's the best I hoped for. And it's unfortunately the second drawing where it went to shit, basically. So this is the second drawing, the one that is, let's just say, nearly made me quit today. And I just didn't plan it out. I just went balls deep and just went for it. Didn't think about anything, didn't think about alignments in eyes, facial positions, anything like that. Took no consideration. I thought the first drawing went well, so, whatever. I'll just jump in and get it done. That was my major mistake, and it just turned out awful. Absolutely horrendous. So, it's embarrassing, really. So, I've never drawn something this bad for a very long time, and it just shows the time away from it. just look at it. So, yeah. I basically rubbed it all out and started again, basically. I left a bit of the under image just to make sure that I was aware of my mistakes. This time I tried to at least slow down and basically pay attention to where the actual features are. Now, looking back at it, it is nowhere near accurate, but it is a million times better than the atrocity I drew before this. And it just shows you, like I said, probably a few times in this video, is I really need to keep it going. I can't take breaks as wide as 100 days. It's absurd. You lose so much skill. You build up so much anxiety, and you even doubt it when you do draw because it's so terrible. And you feel like, what's the point? And that's where it eats you away. So yeah, I do recommend just keep drawing, even if it is shockingly bad. Even if you're down in that, just draw something, even if it's something dead simple, like a shaded cube or something, I don't know. Or that's something I need to take I need to take on personally and develop it from there, really. But again, it still looks like a monstrosity, but it's less of a monstrosity, which is a good thing. It's progress. Just a jawline, it just looks horrendous looking back at it play. But yeah, lessons are learned. It does look 100 times better than the other one. And basically this one nearly made me give up drawing for the day. I finished this and I actually went away and watched a bit of TV. I thought, that's it. I'll call it a day. I've done something at least. But no, I decided to have one last attempt, about an hour and a half break, some to eat, TV. I thought, you know what? I'll come back and give it one more go. And this is how it turned out, and I'm glad I did on site. So coming back from this break, it also made me reflect on the more negative aspect of drawing for me. So personally, I'd look at a bad drawing and go, well, no, that's a bad drawing. How can I improve it? It's rare I look at a good drawing and go, that's a good drawing. How am I going to improve it? It doesn't really come to mind. You'll always find like bits and bobs that will be like, oh, I could change that a bit. But you don't dwell on it as much as a very bad drawing. For example, this session, for example, I didn't change the first drawing, but I erased the second drawing near enough completely to start again because it was so bad. And it's still bad. And I'd look to do it a third time or a fourth just to try and get it right. But again, that's not appealing to me to do. I think the break was the right call. So it's a good thing to do, to look at the bad drawings, but it also has an emotional impact on you as well. So because you're only focused on the negative, you can't see the positives. But when you overcome that negative, for example, doing a slightly better drawing than I did previously, you go, okay, that's better. I can move on now. So it does play an impact. Sometimes you just don't do it, and then it'll haunt you. A lot of my drawings haunt me. But again, I'm really impressed how this one turned out. It shouldn't have, by any rights, been as good as it was. So definitely, if you are struggling, I do recommend just taking a break. You've got your hand muscle memory, warmed up in that with your previous drawings. Take a break, fresh set of eyes, and just try again. And it worked out for me this time. So I do know my first drawings of the day are always terrible, but there we are. I'll do a little recap of the drawings I did, and you can see the progress. And I'll leave you to it. God, that second one was awful. Anyway, take care. See you next time. Bye.